taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
So niggas could actually, get about there. They watch this shit and were kind of disgusted, and then, they were able to go about their day afterwards. Boxing, that's how it should be. Really.
Hold on. Before we start, I want to know who called it. Who called this fight, nigga?
No one did.
Nigga, I did, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's what you fucking did. You did call that shit.
I think
he got the round right too.
Oh, he said KO too? Yeah, he was right.
Yeah, nigga, I told you the style, but we'll get into it, nigga.
Yeah. Something. I remember I mentioned something about if this nigga gets this shit right, then something like it.
Yeah.
I might need to run that back, but what I said, this nigga got this shit right.
He did.
I'll be damned. He fucking did.
But he did because he was. Remember, I know you was on him on some like. He just picking the underdog every week, but one day them niggas hit though, and style, like I get it, like and we talked about it, like.
But y'all, Zhang wasn't underdog. Y'all said he was 50-50 fight.
It was a 50-50 fight to me. Like,
but he was
an underdog officially.
Yeah, he was a betting underdog. He was like minus 300, like plus 300. So
yeah.
Oh damn.
So yeah, dude. So yeah, if you got him,
that's why we were so hyped because we knew it was impossible it could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I saw up to like plus 550 too for Zhang. Like I was like, shit, like
damn.
He was that much of an underdog, man.
Do some bread on that, bro.
But before we get to that fight, though, we got to salute, Denzel Bentley, because we had him on our show, and
that nigga toasted that nigga.
Yeah, he abolished that boy real quick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting no time. Like he had to get home, he had to get that Canadian bluff in his system because he's like.
It's like he listened to the interview before he went and fought that nigga. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go in there and get this nigga the fuck out of there. Fuck all that bullshit."
Yeah.
The energy, it do feel that way because he just jumped
went out there and was like,
yeah. 45 seconds.
They don't get paid by the hour.
Yeah,
get out of there. Get that check and get out of there.
Yeah, he had something better to do, and honestly, that's what you need to do. Like when you feel like someone's not on your fucking level, that's what you do. You get them the fuck up out of there.
You're seeing his name on like getting hyped up now. Like more fans are mentioning him.
I'm seeing him on all the Sky, all the British,
all the shows now. Like
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
And people actually wanting. Like I've seen a few people call out the Johnny back.
Rematch,
yeah, they do.
Yeah. So like, I'm just glad Ring Gang was a part of that. I mean, like put the little fuel to the fire. That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
We want to see the best fight the best.
Yeah,
and run back some of these fights.
And that middleweight division is wide the fuck open. He should be fighting for one of these damn vacated belts from Triple G.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like
that performance warrants it, and it's not like the Johnny Beck fight was some damn fucking whitewash or something. So like get a belt or a rematch, like something. But yeah, he earned it. Like good shit. Like,
good shit. Salute, man. And hopefully sometime in the future, we'll have him back on it. We'll have him back on the show, whatever. Hopefully to talk about either. He's fighting for world title, or he becomes a world champion. One or the other.
Right, that definitely, because it was just a vibe the last time. So it's like
straight up.
Like, but one thing else I gotta mention. I might be wrong. Might have to fact check this. But it feels like every time we have an interview with somebody, they get a knockout in their next fight.
Message.
Doesn't that happen with like Rice?
Yeah, that's a true message. So if you a nigga that want to be a contender, come on, Ring Gang, get your interview, nigga. We'll get you in a knockout in the next fight, nigga.
Yes, sir. Get your mind right. That's how it's supposed to be.
That's 3 for 3. I'm just saying, like I don't know, like who else getting interviews and they knocking niggas out?
To give us an interview and then fight Fury again, nigga. That's what he should do.
Yes. That should be I ain't gonna say never say never, but man, he listened to them old episodes. I'm about to fight all 5 of these 6 of these niggas.
I mean, especially me, like because you listen to me, because
he go definitely want to fight me and Pat.
Yeah,
if he find out one nigga predicted the fucking rematch, with the rounds, that nigga. He gonna think I'm selling off or something.
Hey, at least I can say that I picked Wilder for both fights, at least, and then he just let me down.
All 3 actually, shit.
I didn't predict the throw because I was so pissed.
Yeah. You walked the way you. Ah, damn. So you think that make him feel better, nigga?
Yes, exactly. It should.
Well, you know what? Like,
I still don't understand all the shit you talk about Wilder. How you even picked the nigga?
You don't understand why I picked Wilder for the first and the second fights? Easy, because Fury looked mid in the previous fights before that. The first fight, he was looking slow and out of shape, and
Yeah, he looked mid, but you was making Wilder look like you said he was like disgusting looking, like he was the worst nigga to ever put on gloves.
Like when you see, keep in mind, I don't like Fury either. I said it all the time. I don't like Tyson Fury. I do not, never liked him, and I never will. But when I say
I don't like a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah. But then I'm early with this.
But why don't you like Fury though? Like I love Fury. As soon as I found out about Fury, I loved like everything about the nigga.
I thought Fury was trash when I saw him. Like I used to watch him when he was fucking fighting Chisora in the first and second fights, and him uppercutting himself. And I thought
them was boring ass fights.
No, he was trash to me, and I thought David Haye would knock him out eventually if they ever fought. Unfortunately, that never happened. So and then Fury, beat Vlad in that horrible fight, and then he did what he did, and Fury was. I can't stand Fury, so it's like I thought even Wilder could take advantage of a Fury that's not really 100%.
I mean, because we all picked Wilder to win, so
right. And then the second fight was history. And the second fight was then like Fury was looking mid against Valen, like super mid, like Valen put 50 stitches in his head and he looked terrible. Like I thought, okay,
he should have lost the eye should have closed the fight.
Yeah, the Fury should have lost that.
Anybody else gets that fight stopped.
Anybody else would have had that.
And again, I'm thinking to myself, Wilder could take advantage of this if he fights like he can, because he's clearly not. And then
but instead he bulks up. Fury bulks up. Both the niggas bulk up. Instead this nigga gets some armor.
I'm not trying to rehash the whole Wilder Fury saga. That's not why we're here.
Yeah.
Don't get Pat started.
It's this nigga Rome with this Wilder shit.
Rome did bring that shit I'm talking about. You know what? The Wilder get on here. He'll fight Fury after this. He'll knock him out.
Hey nigga, I'm just being optimistic.
All right, let me hit the fast forward button. So can we go back to Saturday? Right.
Yes, we got Zhilei Zhang and Joyce. Now, obviously, with the exception of one person, all of us pretty much picked Joyce to knock Zhang the fuck out at some point in the fight. But the one person that went against the grain was the one person that actually got it right. To the surprise of many, because I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, if this nigga gets it, then there was an action I was supposed to do, but I need to run that back to see what the action was. I might need to I think it's putting money on some other fight. So Rome, yes, the floor is yours, nigga. You did pick this. You did pick this one, man. So speak up, man. Speak your piece.
I mean, Zhang was the perfect match for this nigga. He got him out of there real quick. Well, not quick. Joyce was giving him some work, but like I said, boxing is all about matchups, nigga, and it was a perfect storm for Joyce to get up out of there, nigga.
It looks like he never fought a southpaw in his life. He was like, he's not the Juggernaut. That motherfucker's Alicia Silverstone. He was clueless. He didn't know what to do against southpaw. I mean, that's what. And I don't see in a rematch him. He looked really clueless against southpaw, and I was like, damn, I didn't expect that.
I mean, in the rematch, if he spars with a southpaw, I'm pretty sure he can learn to fight a southpaw. But in this particular case,
but he fights him the same. He ain't gonna. If he don't move his head, it don't matter if he's southpaw, west paw, east paw.
That's also true. Yeah, like this nigga Joyce obviously, because in all the fights we always wonder, like, god damn, like this motherfucker's taking all these shots and not taking a step back, and we're thinking to yourself, like, I know some of us got into the hype. Let's say, yeah, he took Joseph Parker's shot without buckling, and then kept forward and eventually knocked him brutally the fuck out. So
he's taking everybody's shot. Dubois, Parker.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is British chin thing. They talk about British chin. I don't know if his chin got exposed because he's supposed to have a granite chin, but
his chin didn't get exposed. He just fought
his eye. He a light skinned nigga who got his shit fucked up.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, he looked crazy.
Joyce looked basically, for the most part, for more or less, he looked the same to me. It was just a matchup, and let's be honest. The eye stopped the fight, and that's fine.
Yeah, I did stop the fight.
I'm not gonna make excuses for the eye. It's his fault he got hit in the eye over and over. But like, It's not like by the 6th round, Zhang was already kind of starting to fade a little bit.
He was.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have,
Joyce was picking it up. Let's be honest. Like Joyce was getting it going by that time.
he wouldn't have seen the 10th round. He wouldn't have gotten past the 10th at that round that he was going. Like he would, at the rate he was going, Zhang would have gassed. So, but credit to Zhang for just doing the early damage and it backing him up. So it worked. So.
Right, but also too, I mean, one of the things that I noticed too is, I mean, Joyce lost all that fucking weight. He was like 256, like dude was ripped, like and then, but then you thinking like you use that weight, okay, you want to be, try to be elusive, to try to get your four count, because that's what I'm thinking, because okay, you find a bigger fighter, you gotta try to maybe use some four, try to be a little bit more elusive, and then try to gas him that way. Instead, he fought the same fucking way he did, and I think that weight loss kind of affected his resistance a little bit because the few shots that nigga Zhang him with, he was like, doing little like short circuiting here and there, nigga. So it's just like.
So you believe weight helps the nigga absorb punches better?
Yes.
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 I mean, Zhang. Really, Zhang should be undefeated.
So your chin has to do with your weight?
Yeah.
It's not just your chin. It's the neck muscles, your body. The weight that you plant in the ground, in your feet, how you brace for it, everything, and the thing is, not like Joyce wasn't getting hit with shots he didn't see. He saw all those shots, so he didn't really get. He was getting more, like Pat said, like little short circuit buzzes early.
Because growing up, I've always noticed that when heavyweights go at it, it's always the most, athletic heavyweight that usually comes out on top. You know what I'm saying? It don't always be the fat nigga or the big nigga.
Sometimes
that's how it was. I don't know.
But damn, you coming up back then, it was like niggas were more athletic back then too.
Yeah.
Right. Because remember, Butterbean was like a fucking showcase. Like he was like a Harlem Globetrotter ass boxer.
The king of the 4-rounder. So.
Right, he was like he was a fat nigga you just laugh at that he's boxing like type shit, but he was nice. But niggas would have never picked him against a slender, nice boxer, would you?
I mean, Butterbean never. At best he knocked out like notable jobbers, like in his but he never.
He would clean up right now, like in his YouTube era.
Oh yeah, he would eat.
Yeah, because he had legitimate experience.
But
Butterbean could actually fight, but he wasn't. But then, because he never took his career seriously like that. But then also too, when he fought Larry Holmes and Larry Holmes pretty much outboxed his ass, it kind of took the serious part of his career kind of took a big hit. Like,
what I'm saying is like most like the more fit heavyweights are often taken more seriously for some reason. I don't understand it.
Like you mean athletically? I mean, because if you're fit, you're gonna be more serious.
Like if Joshua is fighting Fury, niggas is gonna pick Joshua just off the look. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking the same.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, like kind of like.
Right. That's probably why y'all niggas pick Joyce, because y'all like, yo, this fat nigga Zhang can't keep up with Joyce.
Dude, you was on the podcast. We weren't saying it because he was fatter. Y'all was all about stamina. Like
y'all was talking about his size and his slowness. Y'all was like, yo, he's slower, he's bigger, he's not gonna be able to keep up.
Joyce is slow as fuck though. Both these niggas is slow, but Zhang got quick hands. Like, look, Zhang is this era's Corey Sanders. Let's be honest. That's what he really is.
Yeah.
But he should have won. He should, like with him and Hergovich. I might have said this last podcast. If he was a younger cat, if he was a 10 years younger, he would have won. He would have got the decision probably over Hergovich. But they hold him because he's old. He's almost 40 years old. I mean,
I'm gonna just blame that on judging. Like, it ain't got shit to do with his age. That was just horrible judging. Like,
but then also too, I also
the younger guy. They get the younger guy.
But then I also don't believe that Zhang should be undefeated. Like Zhang should have lost to Jerry Forrest. Like,
Jerry Forrest.
Yeah, like hey.
Yeah, I mean Zhang was.
That's true too. Like he almost kind of, it's like the universe balanced itself. It was like, you know what? Hey, nigga, chill. Like, you remember you got this gift. Right.
Yeah. And then, but then, like I said, he comes back and he takes the boogeyman status from two fighters, and then he takes a 0 from a fighter. So, I mean, Joyce, it was just sad just because Joyce was lost all the way. It was coming forward, but he was clear again.
Well, how much pounds did he lose?
Like 16 pounds, like. Because when he fought Parker, he was like in the 270s, and you can say he was taking all them shots like it was nothing, walking forward. He was 256, and this motherfucker, like, one shot was like circuiting and shit. Like, he was like, I was like, what?
And the thing is, it didn't even seem like he got more muscular or anything, or it just looked like it was maybe water weight or just.
He leaned out. That's pretty much what it was. It wasn't like, he had abs, nigga. So it was like he just leaned out. But that was just about it. But Zhang was bobbleheading this nigga. Like, I was just, what the fuck?
Especially early, it kind of took him to like maybe
that
the third or fourth round where he kind of like was able to kind of handle the power and kind of still come forward. But Zhang was blocking and parrying and taking away a lot of Joyce's jabs and combos. Like, some got in there. Joyce was really landing like decent body shots. Mm-hmm. He was going to the body good. Like, I do believe that if the fight continued and if Joyce would have just fucking moved his fucking head and not get the hit with the left, he would have probably stopped dude. But
stopped me then?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Zhang was like.
Did y'all see that when Joyce was hobbled and the ref basically saved him from a knockdown early in the fight?
Oh yeah, because the ref got in the way.
The ref got in the way when, for no reason. He got in the way for no reason. It felt like.
Well, British refs, that's what they do.
Yeah, that nigga had money on the fight. He was like, "No, not the first round, no." He's like, "No, nigga, you gotta go. You gotta go a couple more."
I mean, because there's always some shit. I'll never forget the whole Kovalev and Cleverly, and Cleverly's uncle was the ref.
Wait, what the fuck?
Who the fuck
sanctioned that fight, nigga? That's crazy.
And Kovalev bodied that dude too. That's
Nigga, y'all probably watching enough boxing to see some scandalous refs, nigga. Y'all probably seen some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, no,
me and Pat could do a whole spin-off on like fuckery. Like, that might be a top 10 like article. Like,
so the refs really be cheating like that?
Hell yeah.
Not just cheating, but just the fuckery. Like, not being there in time to call certain shit, turning a blind eye to certain shit. Like, Montel Griffin Roy Jones is an example of the fucking ref not being where he was supposed to. Not being where he was supposed to be at. Like, why the fuck you on the other side of the ring, nigga? These niggas ain't that fast. I know that's prime Roy Jones, but he didn't teleport. At least not in that fight. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it was a good fight. Yo, King P, you got any more bars? Cause I know you got some bars, nigga. Like, yo.
Nah, I'm just like, for me, it's hilarious because
go.
Heavyweight is the ultimate, like, you're only as good as your last fight, because like there's no consistency, because everybody's opinions fluctuate on a fight by fight basis. Like, we just heard everybody talk about how great Joyce was and how he'll beat Fury. He
was top 5. He was top 5.
He was top 5. And now he loses, and all of a sudden, he's overrated. Who he fought? Joshua would beat him. Fury would beat him. Like, you just said that he would beat those guys. Now all of a sudden, because
he was the boogeyman. He was technically the boogeyman.
And then Zhang, nobody would have picked Zhang to beat Joshua. But now you got all these people like, if they fought, Zhang would beat Joshua. Zhang would beat Fury. Like, wait, you didn't think this before. Now
Joshua would beat Zhang.
I agree. But it's just like,
I agree too.
Where is this coming from? Like, y'all just based everything on this fight. Like, then what's gonna happen in the next fight? If he loses the next fight, you'll be like, no, he's not. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
it's switching from innately, hot takes. Just like,
and to add on that, just the amount of sheer, like, damn, what's that word I'm looking for? Like,
disappointment.
Not that, but just everybody's just on this. Why y'all overrated Joyce? Who did he beat? Like, in 20 fights, he got like better wins than like half the fucking heavyweight division. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
exactly.
Like I said, Joseph Parker would be a top 3 win on Fury and Wilder's resume. Like,
on Wilder, that'd be a top 1, nigga. That'd be deep.
Seriously, yeah.
Like shit. Like for Joshua, it's like what number 2?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like goddamn, like
because Joshua beat Parker, and he didn't stop him like
yeah.
you know, like Joyce did. Joyce stopped him. Nobody stopped him like that. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's one on it's the biggest win on Joy's record. The reason I say is number 2 on Joshua because he stopped Klitschko, and Klitschko was really like I feel like his one.
Yeah, even an older Klitschko was more because he hadn't been stopped in like years. At that point.
Yeah. And then the fashion,
I just said top 3 to give, even if somebody wants to do some wiggle room, like you can't.
Yeah, no. I agree with you. Like, yeah, like you know, for Wilder, we got to be accurate. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know, I'm a stickler for that. Like, I you know, like,
but yeah, but like he said, that's a top 3 win. But now it's like, who did he beat? And then he beat Dubois, and motherfuckers is like. Well, you know, like motherfuckers weren't trying to crown Dubois like as one of the top heavyweight contenders and up and coming. Like,
hell yeah,
he's getting all these knockouts, this, that. And he beats the man with a fucking jab, with one of the slowest jabs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So it's like talking about who
the nigga's face and the eyes.
Dubois would be a top 3 win on all these on fucking Wilder and Fury's fucking resume.
I don't know about now. The bubble looking trash lately, so I don't know about now.
At the time, remember, like we're talking about undefeated.
Yeah.
I mean Dubois. I mean even Dubois, however shaky he looks now, he's still better than a lot of the guys on these resumes. Like. Come
exactly,
on.
like
easily.
Like, come on, like Eric Molina, Johan Snuffleupagus, or whatever his last name is.
Dominic.
I wanted to say Areola, but then it's like he kind of extended his stay.
I say Dominic Brazil.
Yeah, another dog.
Tom Schwartz, like.
I mean, man, King P, you may as well pull out the Twitter poll.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on 1 minute. I mean,
yeah,
which one? We got too many. We got.
Well, the ones that pertain to the heavyweight division and Joyce and Zhang, and
it was a better set of wins, right? The set of wins, the pair of wins.
That one and the other one, like all of them shits, like both shit. We run them down real quick. We all vote for whatever.
1 minute.
Yeah, Keith, like we be having the Twitter poll and like
sometimes
just getting feedback and shit.
Sometimes it brings things to light. Sometimes you know you can see that goddamn a lot of these people are just wrong. You know like
oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this one first. Which set of KOs are better? Wilder with Ortiz in Brazil, or Joyce with Dubois and Parker? And 29 people voted, and 66% said Wilder.
Fuck out of here.
And that's probably it's probably American bias, right? You know, American bias.
Because it's American bias. It's a lot of biases, really.
Absolutely.
The only way, unless the only argument that I'll accept is if you want to say that Wilder's knockouts were more aesthetically pleasing. But if we're talking about knockouts of quality opponents, then it has to be Joyce.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, I mean, Joyce,
former champ.
Yeah, Joyce in 20 fights has knocked out the same amount of fighters who were champions as Wilder in his 40-something fights.
Damn.
Something wrong with that. There's something horribly wrong with that to me.
And that's the niggas make it seem like we picking on the man and hating. We're just pointing out facts and shit that's there for everyone to see. Like, geez,
perspective,
like somebody has to shit. Like,
I mean, if you're calling Joyce overrated, then then there's a lot of motherfucking heavyweights that are fucking overrated.
I mean,
you gonna get pushback.
If Ortiz is probably your best win, or Stavern,
Ortiz is a good fighter. Ortiz
is a good fighter. He's a good fighter,
dude. Or like once again, Ortiz was manufactured to make Wilder some threat, nigga. Like easily,
Ortiz was looked at.
Who the fuck did Ortiz beat besides Brian Jennings?
I'm just saying that Ortiz. This wasn't even like because of Wilder. Or this Ortiz thing was since his Golden Boy days. You remember when he was with Golden?
Oh, I forgot. He gets the Cuban School of Boxing booster.
Well,
I
like,
get it.
And it was like everybody. Well, you know, you don't want to put all these guys, whether it be Wilder, Joshua, like, oh, you don't want to put any of them in there with Ortiz. So it wasn't just manufactured to get Wilder. This was following little Ortiz's career.
It was the Cuban School of Boxing. Then he gets PBC, and then it's like, okay, let's kind of make him dangerous. We got the Brian Jennings fight.
Hold on. I see somebody in the comments.
Damn.
Shout out to Karma. What are you talking about now? Karma. I'm not capping about nothing. I don't cap.
You said this nigga, what he capping about?
What are you capping about? I'm telling the truth.
Yeah,
But I mean, like, look, why Ortiz getting all his better wins now?
That's also true too. Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. So it's like that's why I always throw that in there. Like you getting your best wins after Wilder. Like, no, we needed them shits before the Wilder fight, so to make you look better as an opponent because he wasn't fighting anybody else. But I'm saying, but yeah, like the poll just exposed niggas ain't up on it, like bias and shit. So
like Joyce is like Joyce has been putting in the work. Like I said, you know, his flaws doesn't mask the fact that dude still has the wins. Has some really good wins, you know, and decisive wins at that. Like, there's ain't no bullshit. Hey, yo, what up, Henny God? Salute everybody in the chat. Salute Henny God with the
he had some good wins, nigga. But you know, matches are what this shit is all about, nigga. He met his match with Zhang, nigga. That was it.
All right, the second poll is if Anthony Joshua fought Zhilei Zhang next, who would you favor? 42 votes. It's dead even, 21 apiece.
That recency shit, yeah, it's recency, and in a way, I can see that shit because you know, Joshua, as much as a Joshua fan I am, he didn't look good against Franklin, and Zhang just knocked out a boogeyman in the heavyweight division.
But it's styles, like.
Yeah, like but Joshua would piece Zhang up, nigga. Like Zhang got the defense for Joshua.
Like I will say, I think AJ needs one more fight before. I think, you know, I don't know if you want to put AJ in there right away. You know,
like he did in the amateurs, he pieced him up in the Olympics.
Pieced him up in the amateurs, like
the Olympics.
Don't even know Zhang has a chance against Joshua. Don't let me say that. Like he definitely has a chance, but he would have to do the same thing he did to Joyce. Is basically. Piece this nigga up early, like just get on it.
Prior to the Joyce win, nobody would have picked Zhang against him.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody would have picked Zhang.
And he still ain't even look all that great against Joyce. He still got tagged. He was still getting gassed. He was still getting pushed backwards. So it's like, I mean, Juggernaut ran into Gladiator, nigga. Like, it ain't no fucking... Nigga got flung up, but he didn't even get flung across the country. Pat know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Like,
listen. Anybody that thinks that Zhang beats Joshua, if that fight ever happened, I'm collecting people's money. Like I'm gonna take everybody's money.
Why you always trying to collect niggas' money, man? What's good? Like,
no, this is one of those. Like, okay, you know what?
But Joshua will put on weight too, so he'll be able to bang with Zhang. So that shit will be a nice fight, actually.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
You saying pause because it rhymed, nigga.
I mean, I ain't gonna repeat that shit, but I'm just saying it. You know, it was bars, but like, yeah, I mean,
it's still. I mean, we'll take nothing from Zhang's win, though. I mean, Zhang. I mean, now he has that interim WBO belt, so now if Usyk doesn't want to fight him, then you know, dude becomes a legit champion, which would be wild. You know,
not too wild because if it stems from the Joyce win, and we know Joyce deserved a title shot, I would just look at it like these niggas had a eliminator. Like they get like a minority. No, it's the minority report belt. That's what that would be. I'm coining that, like, for you niggas with the email belts and all that other bullshit. Like, yeah, if Zhang end up getting the belt and not fighting Usyk, it's a minority report belt, nigga. Yeah, I'm high. I can't. That shit is just too much syllables, nigga. Like
Chris Brand said Joyce is 38. It's a wrap, Mo. Well, I mean, Zhang is 39, so
Yeah.
So because he got quicker hands, like I'm telling y'all niggas, he's this era's Corey Sanders, and honestly, he's not as good as Corey Sanders.
Hell no, he's not.
Because Corey Sanders hit harder and had quicker hands.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Zhang at least now, I mean, he can be hurt, like I said, because even before the stoppage, I mean, his nose was bleeding and everything like that. So it was like, you know, it was only a matter of time. If the referee had let him out, and funny things too, Joyce still was able to see out of that eye. He still said that he still.
Dude, the ref low-key fucked that up.
That was
nigga.
the weird. That was
some weird bullshit.
That was the weird part because he's covering the bad eye and he's like, "How many fingers am I holding up?" And Joyce is pointing them out correctly. Like, and yet you still stop it? I mean, that's really weird. Like, why would you go through all of that if we're gonna stop it? That's, to me, that's why I get mad, like, almost like when refs start counting, like when you get knocked down, and then midway through, they wave it off. Like, why did you even start counting if you were to wave it off?
Finish the fucking count, nigga.
Either finish the count or wave it off before you start counting.
Right.
Can't do both.
Exactly.
Nah, niggas be like, nah, like, dude, you already started, like.
Yeah, no, but like I said, you know, it was a good fight. You know, heavyweights needed a shake up. You know, like I said, it's always good to see. Although it's funny now that Zhang is like now a top 3 heavyweight in most niggas' eyes now. Because I said like the hot takes were kind of crazy about that shit.
You're not top 3.
Oh, this probably had too many.
But I mean, the top five got shaken up because Fury, Ruiz. I'm sorry, Fury, Usyk, AJ, Wilder. That's usually the 4. I always felt. And
usually the 5th kind of rotates in and out.
It's either, to me, Ruiz or Joyce. You know, most people, even me, probably put Joyce over Ruiz because Joyce was what you done for me lately. But I mean, Zhang's in the mix now, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, salute the win. Like say, from almost dying in that draw with Jerry Forrest to now knocking off to giving 2 boogeyman whole types of hell. So like we got to salute the effort for that.
So what y'all say? Y'all say Joyce bounced back or he's done now?
No, I think he can bounce back.
No, only Chris Brand saying he done.
Yeah, Chris Brand's don't want to
salute. And salute Dice. What it do?
I mean, if Chris is right, if Chris gets that prediction, like he says, and then Joyce comes back and loses even worse, then I'm like, okay, yeah, Joyce might need to think about something else after boxing. But I think we gave this fight enough bars. It's a good fight, but